Great evening, great evening, great evening. Where are you guys? It's Saturday night. It's 8 o'clock. There's only one place to be, and that's right here with me talking about MWR Financial. State your name, or type in your name, should I say, and the city and state where you guys are at, where you're at. Let me know. It's Saturday, guys. Saturday night, 8 o'clock. We're ready to do this. Let's see. Where's everybody? There we go. All right, Ms. Clark. What city and state? 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. What city and state? Very good. Bronx, New York. There it is. Okay. The BX, Boston Road, Gun Hill. Oh, yes, all the places. Emmanuel Childs High School. I got you. No doubt. Oh, Joe, the man himself, GA, Nightdale, North Carolina. So we got New York, we got Georgia, we got North Carolina. Come on, give me some more. It's Saturday night, guys. This is no other place to be than be right here where we are right now. Absolutely. Give me a couple more here before we get started. Let's see. Okay, Corona Parkway. Corona Parkway. Yes. Absolutely. Indeed. We got to talk. LA is in the house, California. So we on the left coast. Come on, California, LA. Very good. South Bronx. Yes, South Bronx. Samuel Gompers High School. That's where I went. Absolutely. No doubt. Where else we got coming in? Saturday night. This is no better place to be than right where we are right now. Hey, guys, while we're here, send that last text out. Send that quick email. Call somebody. Let them know exactly where you need to be. Get that guest on here right now, because we're gonna talk income shifting. We're gonna talk about bonuses. We're gonna talk about money. We're gonna talk about your money. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. But no better greater conversation we're gonna talk about tonight than something that's gonna change your life. That's right. Is that right, Bronx? Oh yes, Ms. Clark. We definitely gonna talk. No doubt about it. Absolutely. Hey, listen, guys. My name is Maurice McDonald. Hey. Here in North Carolina right now, raised in New York City, been in two places, but all my life I've been helping people in the helping profession, all kinds of stuff, So we're going to talk about this, and also we're going to talk about something I think could be life-changing. Everybody's not losing during this pandemic. Everybody's not losing. We're going to talk about income shifting. You're exactly right. We're going to talk about your credit. We're going to talk about car bonuses, presidential bonuses. We're going to talk about residual income. We're going to talk about winning while others are losing. So all of this is going to happen. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let me go ahead and get ready to share my screen, guys. And you can, guys, in a moment, you can start your watch parties in a moment. Okay, fantastic. Hey, we're talking about MWR Financial, America's leading financial strategies companies that provides everything you need to shift and grow your income. About 18 months ago, this man right here by the name of Terrence Hawkins, we call him T-Hawk, and you see EA behind his name. My uncle once said to me that a man needs letters behind his name. Well, I guarantee you, Mr. Hawkins has two of the most important letters, other than being a professional accounting and tax profession, but he's an EA, enrolled agent. You see it on the slide right there. He's an enrolled agent. Now, I didn't know what that meant, but he's been trained by the IRS. That's a clue. So if you're a guest on here, we're talking about the IRS being someone trained by the IRS, leading us and sharing this information. You see all the other credentials he's got there, and his practice is ranked in the 4th in the country. So you get a chance, you Google him, you look him up. But he's a proud graduate of UNC Charlotte. He shared something with me. He said, listen, Maurice, you're leaving money on the table. He goes all around the country talking about taxes. He's a tax professional, and his specialty is home-based business tax law, what you can legally do and not do, and how to grow and shift your money. He's on the radio here in North Carolina as well, and he's talking about that very same thing. And so this man also introduced me to Mr. Brian House, the CEO of Make Wealth Real. And that's what MWR Financial stands for, Make Wealth Real. You know, first of all, he's a man of God. He says this is a mission, a ministry, and a message to go out here and teach people that they need experts to help them with your taxes. He's built 4 multi-million-dollar companies. He's also been in the credit restoration business for over 30 years. So therefore, I call it a privilege for a millionaire to know me. Absolutely. First of all, let's talk about why you're here. We're going to talk about money, and not just money. We're going to talk about whose money? Your money, because that's very important to talk about. I want you to write this down. Those of you who are listening to this, if you're a guest on here, hope you got pen and paper real quick. I want you to write this down. 4 numbers, 4, 3, 2, 1. I call it the best countdown ever, because we're going to talk about the 4 challenges. 4 challenges, 4 financial challenges that everybody has. I don't care whether you make $9 an hour or $9,000 per hour, you have financial challenges. But we have some remedies by 3 solutions. 3 solutions to those challenges. And also, we have 2 objectives, all handled by one company. So let's get started. The 4 financial challenges that we talk about. Number 1, we talk about taxes, credit and debt, and that's huge. Credit and debt. Matter of fact, we're going to jump on that in a moment. Then we talk about big business. Who's big business? Every time you see a commercial, when you go in a supermarket, they got the layout there to make you spend your money. Big business, all the ads that come in your mail, that junk mail, trying to get your wallet. The big businesses, they plan this. Then we're going to talk about inflation, the silent income killer. One of the things I will say in these 4 challenges, this hits some of everybody who's listening to me right now. Number 1, let's take a look at this whole point here. I said credit and debt. We're going to talk about that because number 1, because taxes are so high, credit and debt takes 1/3 of our income. Paying the bills back, credit, and everything is charged. Can't afford a car? Get a car loan. Can't afford a house? Get a mortgage. Want an education? You can't afford it? Student loans. And so banks have all of our money, 1/3 of it at least. Then we start talking about inflation. Oh my gosh. Because when inflation hits us, there's nothing left. That's the price of goods and services that rises, and we can't do a thing about it. And that's sad. I hate the idea of being helpless, that I can't do something about it. But guess what? There's good news coming. Then we talk about big business. They take 1/3 of money. Imagine this pie, and everybody's getting 1/3 out of it. And pretty soon you're left with crumbs, because big business, we just left the 4th of July. Now we got back to school stuff coming. And then we got Labor Day. Then right after that, we got October, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the big bills. All this great stuff happened. Then back to New Year's, January, then February, the same thing, Valentine's Day, expensive flowers. Then on down, every single month, spring break. So every month there's a plan to get into our wallets. Then, of course, taxes. Oh, my goodness. 1/3 goes into taxes. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Look at your paycheck. We're talking about federal tax, state tax. We're talking about property tax, sales tax, unit tax on your cell phone. You don't believe me? Take a look at your check. You see what you gross, then you see what you net. Big difference. 1/3 of our money goes there. Those are the 4 challenges that we all face. Now, as a result, look what happens. 78% of Americans live what? Paycheck to paycheck. 70% pay what? Too much in taxes. Write that down in the chat. I pay too much in taxes. If you're a guest on here, look at this one. Also, look at all the credit challenges. 80% of Americans have credit challenges, and sometimes no fault of their own. You have less than desirable credit. Also, 90% of people are buried in debt. Just imagine being buried in debt up to your neck. Oh, my goodness. No room to move. Can't sleep good at night, struggling. As a result, 70% of Americans will not have $5,000 saved up by age 65. And we live on the greatest country on planet Earth. And people come here everybody wants to come to America for great opportunities. And you tell me you're going to work 40 hours a week for 40 years to make $40,000 a year, and they give you a $40 watch when you retire. That's too many 40s for me. It is time to change that. But we have some good news. Now that you know that income was shifted away from you, let's talk about how to get that money back. Because I'm all about getting money back. Listen, I don't mind paying taxes, but I don't want to pay one brown penny more than I have to. I don't mind going out to buy things with big business, but I got to learn to watch for the traps they got for me. I don't have to have all that stuff. Let's shift that money back to us. What is income shifting? A financial strategy used to shift income back to the original owner, you. See, wealthy people know about this. One of the things I didn't tell you about this, I taught college, and now I'm a high school counselor. But in all the teaching that I've done, I did not know this about income, because you get all the college degrees, but nobody gives you an education about how to shift your money back. Wealthy people do. They have experts to help them. And guess what? So do we. You need that to shift that money back to you. Why? Here are the 3 solutions to everyone needs to talk. Please pay attention to this one. Number 1, cash flow management. See, cash flow deals with time. How much money, how long does money stay with me? Cash should be flowing. Manage that money. Number 1, shift that money back to you. How? Minimize your taxes, minimize your debts, and minimize your expenses. If you do those 3 right there, you're going to have some cash flow. And once you get cash flow, especially if you're a W-2 employee, you need cash flow. Because number 1, look at how you're taxed. You're taxed up to 37%. So if you're sitting here right now, I don't care where you are, and you have a W-2 job only, it's time that you learn to stop the financial bleeding coming from your paycheck. Oh yeah, you're bleeding. You don't know it. Some of you do know it because you realize every time I get money, something happens. I can't keep up with it. The employee goes to work. The employee pays taxes first, and you spend what's left. You're trading time for money. And by the way, if you've ever been in a situation where there was more month than money left over, you realize about the 18th day or the 20th day of the month, your money is run out, and you still got some more days to go. That can be very stressful. And so what do? We were told, go get a second job. I did that. I got 1 year, I had 9 W-2 forms. I worked all the time. Ask me how many times I saw my kids. Oh man, you pay for that as you get older. No doubt. So cash flow management is important. Now, if you have a W-2 job, please understand this. Write this down. You must have a 1099 in your life. People talk about having a significant other. If you got a W-2, your significant other needs to be a 1099. Absolutely, 1099. Why? Because this is a tax code, just like W-2, just like 401k. All these are tax codes. But the 1099 is a business owner. Why? Because you need to increase your income from your house. Write this down. It is not how much you make, it's how much you get to keep. Write this down also. It is not how much you make, it's how you made the money. How you made it. Because if you have a business, you have controlled own income. Controlled own income, which means you own this. You have residual income. Boy, when I got to talking to Mr. Hawkins, and he shared this with me, the enrolled agent I told you about, he's on my financial team. The beautiful thing about it, when he said, Maurice, you have residual bills. You need residual income. He gave me an example. He said, who's your cell phone carrier? And I told him. He said, how many times do you buy that phone? And I said, once. How often do you pay the bill? I said, every month. He said, that's a residual bill. Your power bill, a residual bill. Why don't you have residual money? He had my attention. I said, keep talking. And it made sense to me. How about leverage income? Man, we get right now, we're leveraging social media. We're leveraging Zoom. Zoom is solving a lot of problems right now because churches can't meet. Churches on Zoom. Kids around the country are going to be learning on the internet. So in other words, he said you need to have leverage income as well. I said, okay, that makes sense. He said that's why you need a home-based business, a 1099, because look how you're taxed from 0 to 23%. Oh my goodness, taxed from 0 to 23%. Big difference from being taxed at 37% as a W-2. Your business works, your business spends first, you're taxed on what's left. Beat inflation and income limits with power of leverage. The power of leverage, that is so powerful. Then he said, you also have to have investment income. I said, what? He said, listen, have money working for you. I remember my father always saying, when I would eat at the table, whatever, I leave food on the plate. He said, boy, don't leave that food on that plate. I work hard for my money. A lot of hours I put in to put food on the table. You're going to eat that food. And so I heard that his message was, you work hard for your money. And then Mr. Hawkins started telling me, hey, let your money work hard for you. Made sense. How about compounding interest, capital gains, dividends, business residual royalties? Oh my goodness. Every time you hear a song, your favorite song on the radio, guess what? Somebody's getting paid on that. They've made the song one time, but they're getting paid over and over again. And then he said, look how they're taxed. 12 to 15% taxed. So you're telling me that a W-2 person pays the most taxes? He said, absolutely. I said, why not learn that in school? He said, you didn't make $250,000 or more. There's no need for you to know that. They want you to go to work, feel good about your job, be happy about the job. By the way, I'm not dissing a job. Jobs are great. Keep the lights on. That's powerful. But look how you're taxed. He says, have your money working 24/7, because your money don't get sick. Your money don't talk back. Your money don't call in. Your money makes money while you're sleeping. I said, now that's what I'm talking about. And you're taxed the least. So these are the three solutions that you have to have. Then he began to draw the picture for me. He started telling me, number one, it starts with an instant pay raise. You need, when you're a W-2 employee, we have proven strategies for all the W-2 and there's 150 million of them in America. Started with the next paycheck. Stop overpaying your taxes. He said the first thing you need to do is have a home-based business and stop overpaying taxes. Let the government use your money all year long, interest-free. You wouldn't write a blank check for somebody. If you do, let me know. I'll come. You give me the check. I fill in the numbers. You're not going to do that. But we do it to the government every single year, every single month. Well, he says use the home-based business tax laws to increase your deductions so you pay less and keep more. I said, are there home-based business tax laws? How long has it been around? 60 years? Hello? So again, my question was, why didn't they tell me this in school? Making me take algebra and all this other stuff I've never used. I should have known that. They didn't tell me. Again, he said it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. Home-based business tax deductions, IRS Code 535, says to qualify, you must have 4 points to qualify. Number one, have intent to generate a profit. Number two, actively participate in your business, as I am now. I'm participating in my business from home. Number three, keep proper records. Now, why is that important? Let me give you this example. How would you like to go to your doctor who didn't keep proper records and got your records mixed up with somebody else? If you're a woman, you got the records of a man. If you're a man, you got the records from some woman, and he gives you the wrong medication, all because he didn't keep proper records. Is that okay? No, it's not. Well, guess what? The IRS says if you keep proper records, then we know it was a business, not a hobby. So powerful. And only claim expenses ordinary necessary to run your business. That's it. Those 4 things you need. Then he began to tell me, hey, listen, there are 180 different potential deductions. But if you get good at these 7 and have the experts help you convert your personal bills to business expenses. See, here's my point. Watch this. If you have a car and you have mileage, you can get business miles. The difference between me and you, if you're a guest on here, your car, your bills, your car payment is a bill. For me, it's an expense. My mileage, I get write-offs. You don't. If you have a cell phone, you have a bill. Mine is not. It's a deduction. If you have internet at home, it's just a bill. Mine is not. It's a write-off. Business meals. Hello. The beautiful thing about this, Mr. Hawkins says when he goes out on dates with his wife, it is not a date. He never takes on a date because it is a business meal. They discuss business and 50% of it is a write-off. Going back to that mileage, he said if you're going to go to Walmart to buy groceries, he never go to Walmart to buy groceries. Go there to buy a marker or something, a pen for your business. While there, you buy groceries, and that makes it a mileage deduction. It is powerful. What about those business trips, quote unquote, vacation? Learn to write them off. You know why? Wealthy people do this. Everything I'm talking about, wealthy people. So when you can, after today, you will never be able to go back and say, well, wealthy people got all the secrets. They know, nobody told us. I'm telling you right now, flat out telling you, this is what they do. How about write off your medical insurance and expenses? He said even your Tylenol, your Advil, your over-the-counter medicines, your vitamins, your holistic stuff. And then how about hire your children? When I heard that, when I almost jumped out of my chair, hire my children? You mean I could have hired my kids? Absolutely. I said, wow. And this is where it starts. He says, stop overpaying in taxes. That W-4 form, that form you filled out when you got your job, you filled that form out one time, and there were no tax experts in there to tell you how to fill it out. So you just put zero. You didn't know what time to fill out because, again, they don't teach you to fill this out in school. So you fill that wrong. Guess what? This is why you overpay. Because if you have a mistake made here, this is why the government gets all this money on your behalf from your employer. Your employer, this form tells the employer what to send to the federal government. And that's why you need experts to fill this out for you. Powerful. And by the way, here's an example of it. The IRS. Don't take my word for it. Go to irs.gov when we finish. Not now. It says, if you go back and look right there where it says tax reform tips 2018-124, August 13, 2018. They're telling you that if you got a large refund, your check needs a checkup. You need to make an adjustment because they don't want you to give all your money away. Now they'll take it. They will take it and go make trillions of dollars on your money. Here's one of the things Mr. Hawkins told me to just open my eyes up. Home-based business are taxed differently. Congress set these up years ago. And by the way, they also have businesses themselves. They have home-based businesses themselves. And there are thousands of write-offs that they take advantage of. And there are hundreds of them. And so therefore, it is important that you understand this. So with that in mind, I want you to understand this. You need a home-based business as well. Your home office, you're eligible for all these write-offs. Can you believe this? A portion of your mortgage, your rent, your heat, your air conditioning, electricity, natural gas, all these things, your HOA dues, your trash collections, your exterior painting. I had my house painted last week. That beautiful shade of gray looks beautiful. Got it whole thing done nice. Guess what? Next year when I do taxes, a portion is a write-off. My power bill, the lights that you see right now. I bought this new laptop. Alarm. My point is, you have all of these bills anyway. These are anyway bills. They're bills for you, but these are expenses for me. Powerful. Do you imagine by having a home-based business, you got $3,000 to $6,000 per year in tax savings? You'll have that $3,000 to $6,000 per year in tax savings just for having a business. And I mentioned hire your children. If you have children between 7 and 17, or you know people with 7 and 17, you'll get a great Christmas present from them if you share this information with them. Because and you can hire your child. The child doesn't pay taxes, neither do you. You can pay them up to $12,000 per year per child. Let me let that sink in for a minute. You need the experts to show you how to do this. This is what wealthy people do. So when you see wealthy people with their kids around them involved in their business and everything else, trust me, they're learning. They know the rules. And we can prove it to you first. If you're a guest on here, you get back with the person who invited you to watch this, to be a part of this, and we can show you how much you are overpaying in your taxes. The national average is $300 to $600 per month. That's just the average, which means there are some people getting $800 to $1,000 per month overpayment in taxes. Are you kidding me? So this is important. So write that down, $300 to $600 per month. And how about this? What about if you had a way to upload all of your receipts when you go out to eat? I went out earlier today and I took a picture of my receipt and uploaded a way to track your mileage on your car. We got this. Absolutely powerful to have this. Now, there are two objectives that work for everybody. Number one, your current lifestyle is funded by your labor, your job, and that's important. But your future lifestyle is funded by your investments. And let me go ahead and be very, very clear. I have retired once. You only bring home 40% of what you used to make. I worked 30 years already getting that. Had I known this information 25 years ago, I'd be a multimillionaire. So those of you who are 35, 40 years old listening to me, and you thinking, well, I'm going to be good when I retire. They give you that pipe dream, but you retire, everything going to be good. But remember, we talked about inflation. You can't control inflation. So you think I'm good, I'm bringing $5,000 a month home. Let gas prices jump up 4 or 5 years or 8 years after you retire, and most of them going back to work. So the time to think about your future lifestyle is currently right now while you are working. This is why there's one company that does all of this. Make Wealth Real movement, because this is a movement. No doubt about it. Financial strategies companies provide everything you need to provide American families with everything they need to overcome the financial challenges created by tax, credit, banking, and educational system. So you can live the current lifestyle so that your future lifestyle can be better as well. And the goal of MWR Financial, you see the numbers right there, eliminate $50 billion in consumer debt to create 10,000 millionaires and 150,000 six-figure earners. I want to be one of those. I don't mind being either one of those. I don't think you mind either. And generate what? $100 billion in investment income. With these numbers, let me show you how this is going to happen. This is going to be possible because of the Financial Edge membership and the MWR financial business opportunity. Remember, I told you about cash flow management and investment income? That's what the membership does. When we start talking about membership, I want you to think about this. There's a Costco membership. There's a Sam Club membership. There's a gym membership. There's a travel club membership. But let me tell you something. One of the great memberships is a Financial Edge membership. Why? You need to know the players on your team. I told you about one of them, Mr. Terrence Hawkins. He's a member of my financial team to help me. Introducing the Financial Edge membership, the personal team of financial experts that use proven strategies to shift and grow your income. And this is so powerful. Everything you need to succeed like a financial expert without having to become one. See, I'm not a financial expert. I don't have to be. You don't have to have a license, a certification, or any of that stuff. But one thing I will know that you have to have, a team of experts, because wealthy people have a team of experts before they make any decisions. And this is what makes this so powerful. Let's talk about this. The first one is Money Max. Tax reduction strategies, instant pay raise. I told you the $300 to $600. Ask the experts, unlimited consultation. If you go talk to a financial planner or you walk in Mr. Hawkins' office off the street, you're going to pay him $200 to $300 an hour. Why? How much would you pay your doctor to take care of all your medical stuff? Well, if somebody's doing surgery on your finances, somebody is helping you bring home more money, they're professionals. You got to pay them for that. So that's important. Tax experts to help you stop overpay. And they're going to tell you you need that home-based business I told you about. Why? Write off your stuff. Turn bills into expenses. Why? Bills are just that. But expenses, you get to write off your taxes, and that helps you bring home more money. Oh, yes. So in other words, your tax savings will shift that money back to you from the government. Because everybody gets afraid of the government. I used to hear this, two things in life, death and taxes. Oh, you can't do nothing about taxes. Yes, you can. Wealthy people do. Matter of fact, they don't pay much. And we just complain about it. That ain't fair. I always tell people, in October in North Carolina, they have a fair. They got cotton candy, pony rides, Ferris wheels, all that stuff. That's a fair. But if you don't know, understand the strategies, there's a game being played. There's a money game. You either play the money game or getting played by the money game. So Money Max is going to help you bring home more money. Then you need Credit Max. Oh, that's huge because credit is king. There's some occupations that you cannot, they won't hire you if you have less than desirable credit. And sometimes it's no fault of your own. But how about having your credit score increase, lower your interest rates, monthly payments go down, and your insurance premium is going down. And you have people to restore your credit for you, rebuild it, and raise your scores 50 to 150 points. Fabulous. This is outstanding. Results, you also end up having interest being shifted back to you. That is so powerful, important. The results, you also have that money coming back to you because all your credits, if you got late payments, if you got charge-offs, you got some repossessions, whatever it is your credit, this is not one of those companies that are going to teach you how to do it. They do it for you. Like going to a nice restaurant, you don't go in the back and tell the chef, hey, let me cook my steak. No, they do it for you. You're there for the total service for that nice meal. And then, of course, Equity Max. This is total debt elimination. All of this, Money Max, Credit Max, and Equity Max, is dealing with cash flow, freeing up money for you. And once you get the money freed up, Mr. House says the CEO doesn't want you going back getting debt. This Equity Max takes all your bills, everything, pay your house off early, pay your car off early, those student loans. Because, see, the bank wants you to pay one payment at a time for 30 years. Why? They're going to make $200,000 in interest. That's why you overpaying. But what if you could only pay $70,000 for all your debt, $70,000 in interest versus $250,000? Big difference. Debt elimination, which means now, as a matter of fact, here's a question. How much money would you have if you didn't have any bills, if you were debt free? Go ahead and put that big smile on your face. If you were debt free, oh yeah, that's good stuff right there. You'd have a lot more money. Again, shifting that money back to you. See, this is what wealthy people do. They minimize all this stuff. The credit score is real high, and they don't pay full price for anything. They pay it off early. They're buying things wholesale. Now that we've got cash flow, now let's move over here to the big boys. Move over here to the big boys. Wealth generation strategies. The best way to grow and shift your money tax-free with no risk of loss. Have experts to design a plan for you, structured around a private reserve account. Now, you may have never heard of a private reserve account, and prior to 18 months ago, I had never heard of it either. I didn't know what that was. How about land banking? Never heard what that was. Buy land in the path of growth, 20 to 40% at discount, like wealthy people do, and sit and wait on it because they know a hospital is going to be built there. So in 6 years from now, when the hospital comes, oh, guess what? $250,000 for this land, $300,000 for this land. That's big baller, shot caller stuff right there. How about the results? Your money grows and works for you, and you become your own bank. You can become your own bank. That's the Financial Edge membership. Now, going back to Equity Max, one thing I need to share with you is we got a brand new service. It's called Bill Shredder. Imagine having somebody to negotiate your cell phone bills, to negotiate your monthly bills, things that you pay a month, your cable bill. All those bills you have, upload that information and let them go in and negotiate for you. Instead of making that $100 a month payment, they knock it down to $50. Would you be okay with that? Your bills coming down because somebody's negotiating for you. I like that. Talk about that land banking. This is the other player, one of my other players on my financial team, Mr. Cord Burner. Land banking is an awesome part of Financial Edge membership. Hold on 1 second, fellas, everybody. Let me get here and show you something. Let me show you something. I got to get something I'm very, very proud about, because I didn't know this. That it said, don't wait to buy land and wait. Will Rogers said that. Land banking. Oh, that is powerful. Buy land in the path of growth. Warren Buffett. I call this my Uncle Warren, because I'm going to be in his family. He just don't know it yet. But outside Palmdale, California, Antelope Valley, he is investing billions of dollars in solar energy out there. That's what I'm talking about. That is the matter of fact, the Olympics is coming in 2028 out there. Oh man, NASA is moving out that way. So this is the old Silicon Valley that you remember years ago. This is the green energy capital of the United States, going to be right there. And that land is for sale. Right now, it's a piece of dirt. But the government's already approved for that. And guess what? Richard Branson is partnering with Brightline. They're building a high-speed train from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, all where that land is. And they're breaking ground on that kind of stuff. But guess what? In 6 or 7 years, oh my goodness. So this is powerful, land banking. And this is what I've done. Let me go ahead and share this with you. This is my deed to my land out there. Oh yeah, I'll show you that, no doubt. There it is. Why? I spoke to my experts. I had some money sitting in a 401k, and they said, at your age, you shouldn't have that money sitting over there. I said, really? I didn't know this. Again, when you don't know, you make mistakes. There's a book I read that says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Well, I'm getting knowledge from the experts. So they shifted that money. I didn't pay 1 penny. They shifted my money over here for me to buy this. So when that train comes through there, oh my goodness, when Kaiser Permanente Hospital comes through there, and Walmart and all those stores coming through there, sitting on my land, they're going to want it. Guess what? They got to pay me. They're not paying me wholesale, retail. That's powerful. Now, one thing about it, by owning an MWR family financial business, you can make wealth real by increasing your income 1 digit at a time. It is so powerful. Because first of all, there are over 150 million Americans that need our help. Government employees, family, friends, co-workers, church members, business professionals, classmates. Refer and earn. How many of you refer somebody to a movie? When you saw Black Panther, you came back and somebody said I hadn't seen it. Did you tell them, oh, good movie, man, let's go. You got to see that. And Hollywood sent you a check, or somebody want a nice restaurant, and you refer them over there. I know they paid you. Or somebody wanted you move to the city. I come to your city and I'm looking for a house of worship, and you share me to come to your church or your mosque, your synagogue, your temple. I'm sure the priest and everybody gonna give you some money, right? No, they don't. My point is, we refer all the time and don't earn a dime. How about getting some guaranteed income? Because there's some sororities and fraternity brothers and those families. I think about all those families, those kids playing AAU basketball, AAU football and baseball, and whatever they do, they're traveling all over the country. These parents need to know about this, how they can write some of those bills, turn some of those bills into expenses. And I don't know everybody, but you know 30 or 40 people, and you can share this with 3 or 4 people for sure. We need your help. That's why Mr. House said we're going to pay you every day to share this message. And how do we do it? We're doing it right now. We are leveraging Zoom. All you have to do is get some people on this Zoom, the person that invited you to be here, get some people on the Zoom and leverage everybody you see right now. So if you are a business partner on here and you got a guest, let me speak to you. You're not saying a word right now. But guess what? When you join, when you become a customer, or you join us in this crusade, that person invited you is going to get paid. And they did no work. What they did was invite you. So you can do the very same thing. That's powerful. One beautiful thing about it, I want you to imagine, this is me. I want to introduce you to my friends, Jenny, Lisa, and John. Oh, love them. And guess what? I have an MWR financial franchise. Lisa, Jenny, and John, they want their franchise as well. They want a franchise like a McDonald's, Burger King, Papa John's, a franchise. And because they want a franchise, I got a friend named Mike, and Mike just wants the services. Mike says, I need those experts to go over my credit. I got divorced. I did something else. I'm paying too much in taxes. I need somebody to help me. That's all I want to do. So because I helped Mike, and I got Lisa and John and Jenny, Mr. House says, Maurice, thank you for what you did. We're going to give you $5 a day for 30 days. That's $150. $5 guaranteed every day. Now, I want Lisa. I'm not a selfish person. And by the way, if you're a selfish person, you don't like helping people, you don't like other people, seeing other people win, this won't work for you. I'm just keep it real with you, okay? I'm not going to blow smoke. I don't believe in doing that. But if you're the kind of person to hold a door for somebody, say thank you for somebody, somebody dropped something, you've been over, pick it up, give it to them back. Oh yeah. Somebody go out of town and you're going to walk the dog for them. You are a helping person. If you're 18 years old or 80 years old, you're a helping person. You'll love this, because I want Jenny, Lisa, and John to get the same thing I got. I want them to get $5 a day. And that's important because here's what happens. If you have 3 personal QFDs, like I said, Lisa, Jenny, and John, and 1 customer, I'm getting $5 a day. It's $150. So guess what? I'm gonna get $50 because Lisa, Jenny, and John joined. So that's $150 I'm gonna get. And my friend Mike, who's a customer, I'm gonna get $40 for that. So I end up getting $340 my first 30 days. Are you kidding me? That's money, no doubt. Now, again, you got to help people win. When Lisa, Jenny, and John get their 3 people as well, now guess what? In that same first 90 days helping them, I get up to $1,500 just duplicating. And these are just bonuses I get. But here's where the sweet spot comes. Because now when I have 12 people on my team, you see the number there, $20 a day. $600 a month. Now we're getting into some money. How many of you, write this in the chat, what will $600 a month do for you? Guaranteed. $20 every day, paid on Sundays at 5 o'clock. Powerful, change your life. And as you start to increase your digits, your income 1 digit at a time, it really gets nice because there are presidential bonuses that you see right there. Starting in $500 a month as your team, with as simple as like 40 people on your team, you start on the 10th of the month, you get a $500 bonus. Also, on the 10th of the month, you get that vehicle club bonus. You don't have to buy a car if you want or don't want one. If you have a car ready, you want to keep the money. So wait a minute. I just showed you 2 bonuses that pop up on the 10th of the month, 500 each. So that's $1,000 right there. Plus, at that point, you get that $900 a day because we go from $5 a day all the way down to $1,000 a day. And we've got one person at $500 a day right now, and he's gaining speed on $1,000. And there are more people, a lot of people at $150 a day, $100 a day, times 30 days. So you see right there, with 584 people on your team, that's $6,000 guaranteed. You wake up to $6,000 on top of your salary. Now, let's be honest with you. This might take you 4 years. When you sent your child to college for a 4-year degree, he came home the first semester and say, Mom, I'm going to quit because they didn't give me my degree. You're going to look at him like it's crazy. Boy, that's only 1 semester. This is a 4-year degree. Boy, you going back to school. Second semester, Mama, boy, you ain't quitting. Well, if you take the same approach as you have your child or your job, you've been in your job 10 years. You didn't make $1 million, but you didn't quit 10 years. So if it took you 4 years or 5 years to get $6,000, you're going to be 4 years older and $6,000 a month richer. We're looking for people who are visionary. Also, look at the bonus, presidential bonus. Look at the luxury club, $3,000 a month. So in other words, you get paid 10 different ways to get paid, y'all. 10 of them. Not going to talk about all 10 of them, but you look at all the different bonuses, the check matches. You sponsored me. You see my energy. How many of you wish you'd sponsored me? Because guess what? I ain't quitting. I got this. This is rolling time. If you sponsored me and I made $1,000, would you like to make 25% check match? I think you would. For sure. This is how we get paid. This is real right here. Earn money daily, weekly, and monthly. You see the ways we get paid right there. And how we get paid. You can have a bank account, but I chose this card right here. Why? When I went out to eat today, business lunch with my daughter, business brunch we talked, I pulled this card out to pay with. Why? MWR Financials on top of it, and look at Visa. For those of you who are sitting there kind of skeptical, Visa's already vetted us. Hello, the money is good. Now, we've talked about one company that can help you achieve all the goals you need financially. We talked about 2 objectives. We've talked about 3 solutions and 4 financial challenges. That's what we talked about. Now, let's talk about cost. That Financial Edge membership for people who just want the services is $79.97. For husband and wife, or if you live together in the same house, are you kidding me? To have experts to do all your work. And that credit max I talked about is free. Mr. House threw the credit max in. This including your spouse, $2.66 per day. If you just want the services. And they got a 3 and free. For example, if you want the services to see if this thing works, and when it works, because it will, you share with 3 other people who just want the services, your membership is free. I mean, who does that? So my membership is free. Why? I have 4 customers. So my membership is free. But if those of you who say, Maurice, I like what you're saying, I want everything. $228.97. Let me put a period right there. Why? Because tonight and tomorrow, up until 11:59 Sunday night, there's a stimulus package. Oh, our CEO is so gracious. He said, listen, because he knows what's going on right now with the pandemic, people losing jobs, everything else, he wanted to stir up the economy. He decided to knock off $99. $99 that normally would be there. So you're talking about what? $128.97? Are you kidding? This weekend? That's why you got to get him right now. If you're a guest, don't wait. Hey, don't do it now. You do it right now. That's what you do. And you also have $120 a month. Now, the $120 a month is your $79 for the financial edge membership plus $40 for your overhead. You got to have overhead in every business. My overhead right now is my lights. My overhead is here, but my overhead is my back office. You see right there, got a business center, 3 websites, capture page. All your training material is in the back office to help. What a great investment. Now, I just told you this was $128 this weekend. Right now, up until next to Friday. But don't wait. Until Sunday. Don't wait till Sunday. Guaranteed success. Here's the plan of action. Mr. House says, listen, if you follow the strategies and the experts and they don't save you the money or make you the money in the first 30 days, MWR Financial will give you your money back. But you got to follow the plan, what they tell you to do. And that's great. And it works. Who gives a guarantee? Absolutely powerful. Now, this slide right here is the most important slide. Because if you heard 120 a month and your mind said bill, you missed the point. You missed it. Because remember the instant pay raise? Average $300 to $600 per month, and your business cost you, or not a cost, your investment is only $120, and then $120 is a write-off for your taxes as well. That means your business pays for itself. It's free. It pays for itself. Incredible. Now, bottom line, Mr. Hawkins said this: if you don't have a home-based business, you're paying way too much money, and I'm gonna add this word, flat out. You're flat out paying too much money. So you can never go back in the barbershop, guys, talking about how taxes are wearing you out and government's doing this and doing that, because some people just love to complain. Ladies, same thing. You can't go and say, girl, these taxes wearing me out. I don't know, not man. Wealthy people got a secret. They don't pay tax. You can't unring the bell. I ring the bell loud and clear. So if you don't have one, you can't complain anymore. Now, if you don't get serious about your money, you will never have serious money. If you've ever said this, if I had known then what I know now, life would have been different. You missed the bottled water moment. You missed the cell phone moment. You missed Google. You missed Amazon. Don't miss MWR Financial. This ain't the one to play with because it is powerful. Now, last slide right here, folks, and then we get out of here. There are 3 kinds of people here. You're number 3. I'm out. I don't need it. I don't need no extra money. I don't want no bonuses. Cool. But refer somebody who referred you. Send them to them. You're number 2. I need the membership. I just need the membership. But for a few more dollars, you can have it all. But I understand if you want to do the membership, but this weekend is a perfect time to get everything for a discount because most people love discounts or they love. And by the way, by me saying discount, that's a stimulus package. That's a wrong word because I don't want you to think because the price went down that the value is not there. No, if this was worth $1,000, if this was $1,000 to start, I would still be doing it. Why? My earning potential is going to be so much better. But if you want the membership, you're number 2. But if you're number 1, I want everything. So Maurice, quit talking. I'm ready to sign up. I want you to get back to the person that invited you here. That person, email them, inbox them, whatever you got to do, smoke signal them, whatever you got to do. Get your $79 right now and become a member, or your $128.97. $128.97. Can I sign up again? I would love to sign up. Who wants to sign me up? Anyway, it's been a blast. Listen, we're going to be back on here again all weekend. This is going to be awesome all weekend. So I'm going to tell you guys, let me tell you something. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You know your financial situation. I highly recommend you get started today. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for your attention. I hope I said something to have a lot of fire up under you and make you say, I need this, because you absolutely, positively do. Be good. Be blessed. Good night.